I've just been dropped off at a random location in the middle of nowhere, and my job is to use my survival and navigational skills to get back home. I was in that car for about an hour and I was blinded and deafened, so I have no idea where I am, and I'm not allowed to use my phone or any maps or any GPS devices. I'm just kind of on my own. Now, on this journey, I am allowed one call to ask for assistance, maybe requesting an item or maybe just some information, as long as it doesn't give away my location. I guess the challenge started about a minute ago when that car pulled out of here. I'm on my own. Immediately, the first thing I notice is this road sign, 500 East, 500 North. Now, that could be a clue, but for all I know, I could be in Illinois. I was in that car for an hour, and that opens up a wide variety of locations for me to possibly be at. Just gonna start walking. I'm not even sure which way is north. 500 East, 500 North. I need to remember that. It's currently 1:20. This bag is around 30 pounds. Just on the side of this county road. I decided to choose a direction and start walking, in hopes of finding a sign that would give me even the slightest hint as to where I was. Like I mentioned, for all I know, I could be in Illinois, which means if I'm walking, it's going to take me at least 2 days of just solid walking. You just gotta be confident, but knowledgeable, and make sure I'm not putting myself in danger. My backpack is starting to make my back hurt a little bit. There's no frame in this bag. It appears that I'm intersecting 550 East. The owner came out and I talked with her for a second. That sign back there tells me I might not be heading straight east, but for the majority of my directional vector, it's mostly headed east apparently. So that's good to know. It looks nice. I kind of want to go down there. There is a covered bridge over there. I'm gonna go down this road. Maybe there's some signage on the covered bridge back there. It was nice to be able to enjoy the nice weather and appreciate the scenery, but if I was going to make it home, I needed to focus on the task at hand. Hoping for more information, I entered the bridge. So far I just see some graffiti, mostly names, so not really helpful. I'm gonna jog over to the other side. I see a sign. This might be a gamble, but if I follow this creek, I'll be in a town eventually, and then hopefully I can figure out where I am from there. On that note, I think I'm going to use my one call. Now, I didn't mention this, but because I'm only allowed one call, who I decide to call is very important. If they don't pick up or they can't do the thing I'm asking them to do, then I'm just out of luck. Hopefully they pick up.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. Well, I guess kind of a lot, actually. I was wondering if you could bring me a pair of inner tubes.
A pair of inner tubes? Yeah, I think I've got some. What size do you need?
I'm gonna be riding in it, and I also have a pretty big deck.
Are you serious?
Yeah. If you talk to my brother, I'm sharing my location with him. Just talk with him and he'll be able to get you to here. Although you need to take an hour, so I don't have any hints on how long it would take to drive here, you know what I mean?
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
Okay.
I am psyched. I am so glad he picked up. And I know I can count on him. I'm just gonna be here for a while now. So my thought is have an inner tube to sit in and an inner tube to put my bag in. I'll probably have a stick to kind of guide me. I decided to pack a swimsuit in my bag on the off chance I decided to do something like this. I'm glad I did. I packed that hat. I just found it in my garage and I thought it'd be useful. So I've developed a bit of a plan. I'm gonna follow this obviously until I hit something that tells me where I am, whether that be a town, a sign, or something. If I'm still on the creek, by the time 5:30 rolls around, I'm gonna find a nice beach and I'm just going to set up camp because I don't really want to set it up in the dark. I just hope the water is not super slow and that I'm actually able to make ground. It's kind of a weird mode of transportation, not gonna lie. After exploring the area for a bit, I decided to sit down and try to conserve my energy. Well, look who we have here. This is Tony.
Hey guys. Yeah, you cool?
Yeah, that's fine. It'll be great. Are those yours?
Yeah.
Eager to start moving again, I quickly assembled my raft and got on the water. Oh, my butt's gonna be so cold. Oh. Okay, yeah, hand me the stick and I'll try to anchor myself and then I can grab the camera. All right.
Have fun.
Thanks.
See you again.
Yeah, thanks again. Bye. Here I go. The water's not super cold, honestly. It's a little chilly. If I'm in here long enough and I haven't eaten in a while, I imagine I'd be in a little bit of danger. I'm probably going like a mile an hour right now. Once I'm out of the beginning stages, I'm gonna just put the camera away and try to make some ground because I was sitting there for like an hour and a half just waiting for him. What am I doing, honestly, though? My butt is like sticking all the way into the water. I don't know what that looked like. I'm moving probably like 2 miles an hour, 3 miles an hour, and I'm just pushing against the ground. This is ridiculous. Oh, and there's rapids up there. I use the word rapids loosely. I can't really direct myself at all. While on those tubes, the only thing I had significant influence over was which direction I was facing. My speed was nearly solely dependent on the speed of the water, and at this rate, I was afraid I'd made a bad decision. Oh, I'm going quick now, guys. Oh, dude, if I hit something sharp with my butt, it's gonna... Ooh, I can feel the rocks just nibbling at my booty cheeks. But as long as I was aiming for the faster sections, I might be able to make things work. Ah, there's just choppy rocks. Ah! I hope you guys heard that. It sounded like my thing got punctured. I couldn't check because I was trying not to slam into rocks, but thankfully nothing was punctured. I needed to be a bit more careful. Oh, no, 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 no. Ah! I'm just gonna get rid of this. It's too much to handle. It's not worth it. I'm just gonna use my hands to rotate myself. Oh, there's that big rock. Oh, I'm going straight for it. Ah! Okay, I'm safe, I'm safe. That went well. Many of these faster sections are also very shallow, so I had to make sure to lift my butt out of the water a bit to prevent hitting rocks. It hurts way more than you'd think. I have my gloves now. Okay. I was still unsure if I'd made the right decision, but it was a nice day, and I might as well enjoy it. We're chilling now. Man, guys, should I have chosen to take the creek? I'm starting to slightly regret my decision, honestly. Like, in all honesty, I am. When I'm on these like quicker sections, it feels like I'm actually making good ground. I'm at like running speed, and I'm not putting in any work. I don't really know what to look for civilization, because what if the like creek is just to the side of the town I'm looking for, you know what I mean? And there's still that chance that I'm going completely the other way. So as I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, to make this series more entertaining, what if my one call per episode disallows me from asking for the same thing, at least within a season maybe? I don't know, I think that'd be interesting. So I wouldn't be able to use inner tubes again. The reason why I didn't ask for a kayak is because that's kind of a big thing to ask for, you know, and that means I'd probably get declined, and that means I would just be out of calls for that episode, you know? What do I do here? I'm gonna go around the other way. Push. Okay, and then duck. Oh, baby. Okay, we're all good. I'm totally at a standstill right now, if you can't tell. If this kind of thing continues to happen, I'm gonna have to start like hunting or fishing, because I only have enough food for 2 days if I push it. I've been out here, I can't believe it. I've already been out here for like an hour, is that right? So that's slightly concerning. I don't think I've actually gone anywhere, you know? It's 4:18 right now. If I stay true to my plan of stopping at 5:30 to set up camp, I'm only gonna be out here for a little bit longer, which is a little concerning because I don't think I've moved as far as I could have, but you know, you live and learn. At this point, it had been 3.5 hours since I started the challenge, and I had nothing to show for it. I still had no information as to where I was. I'm gonna try to get to that rocky beach over there, just so I can try to look around to see if I can see anything. I don't see anything. I think I'm gonna have to just keep floating if I wanna make it anywhere, you know? Man, I've been out here for a long time. Here we go. Oh, I guess it's just back to floating. It's really shallow here. frighteningly shallow and rocky, and I'm going straight for this. Oh, and then there's more. I hope this looks cool. Feels like I'm all cut up on my butt and my feet. At least I'm moving fast. I'm thinking about getting into the inner tube like with my legs and then just kind of swimming with it. I would get a lot more wet than I am already, but I think I'm gonna have to with how slow the creek's moving. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Maybe if I lay on top of it, I'll be able to use my arms. We'll see. Oh! I don't know how I'll be able to film this at the same time. So that wasn't really working either. I'm just gonna get into it like this, maybe. Maybe this will work. Oh, and then I can sit up on it like this when it's too shallow. I'm kind of walking under the water. Maybe this will work out pretty well. I don't know. We'll see. You can see I was pretty desperate to find a way to make this faster. I was hoping to spend less than a week on this project, but with the way things were going, it looked like anything was possible. It looks like I'm heading southwest, so yeah, still no signs of entering a town or anything. I haven't even seen any houses. I'm just out here floating, guys. Whoa! Oh gosh, these ones are crazy. If I hit something, it's gonna hurt. Did you hear that? I'd been hearing gunshots all day, and spoiler alert, I continued to hear them all the way until the very end of the challenge. It's just part of living in Indiana. But yeah, you cannot be in the inner tube with your legs hanging out when you're going over stuff like that. So I hit my butt extremely hard back there, and it hurt. But in good news, this stretch of creek has been quick. It's been nice being able to just sit and actually feel like I'm moving toward something. I think I'm gonna go till 6 before I actually set up a camp. I really don't think I've traveled that far, you know what I mean? And I'd like to try to get as far as I can today. Oh, but it keeps going. It goes like this for like a half a mile, zipping down the creek. Oh, I need to find a camp. Oh shoot, it's 5:38 right now. I just kind of floated on past him without saying anything, and it was so weird. I thought he was gonna say something, but I didn't want to be the one to start the conversation. I don't know if you can read it from here, but it says County Road 425 East to County Road 275 East, 2.7 miles. And then right at the bottom, ooh, I just saw this, it says Friends of Sugar Creek, which means I've been floating on Sugar Creek this entire time. I'm headed to Crawfordsville right now on this creek because Crawfordsville is on Sugar Creek, so I'm going to be on here for a while. I can feel the air starting to cool down and it's going to start getting cold. I want that fire. I don't really know how tonight's going to pan out, but it looks like I have about an hour and a half left of daylight. I somehow managed to paddle over to this side. There we go. Pull it up here. I don't see any houses. This will be great. The main thing I'm hoping for tonight is that I'm left alone by wildlife and by people. I'm gonna take everything out of my bag. It was nice to finally be out of the water, though I still felt like I hadn't progressed that much. But at that moment, I didn't need to worry about it. I'm gonna get shoes on and then I'm gonna start making a fire because I'm really hungry. I got the fire started. I'm going to try to set up my hammock and hope that goes well. This is a really nice campsite, like honestly, so picturesque. I'd never set up this hammock before, but it was relatively simple. After a long day of travel, it was nice for things to be going well. That is cool. I've never seen this before. Sadly, all good things must come to an end. Just give it a few minutes. Oh yeah, this is awesome. This campsite has worked out so well. Like, it honestly looks so nice. Now let's just hope dinner works out. Here's what's for dinner. We have some leftover Easter ham and we have kidney beans because I couldn't find any pinto beans, so we're having ham and beans. Open up the beans. I'm gonna keep all the juice because that's extra liquid that I know is clean. So I'm gonna take the ham and I'm just gonna rip it apart. I'm a little too close to the fire. I can feel it kind of cooking me. Hopefully this is good. I probably could have cut it into smaller pieces. Get this lid for it. Hopefully that works. So I just was sitting in it to just wait for my food to cook. And beforehand I'd noticed that there were holes there, but I didn't think much of it. And then it just all started to rip. Not really sure what to do. I switched to this phone in order to let my GoPro charge. Now I don't really have the hammock anymore. I'm trying to think of a way to fix it. I kind of want to try sewing it with my paracord I have, but I don't think it'll work too well. That's really making me mad. Everything was going too perfectly. Much like the other obstacles I've run into this far, I just had to press on. Starting to simmer on that side. Oh yeah, that's what I need. In other news, I've been trying to repair this by sewing it closed. I'm just hoping it'll take my weight. I'm a little bit nervous about the holes I'm creating. They could also start to tear. Yeah, and then I'll have a bigger problem. If not, I mean, I'll probably sleep inside of this thing. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Okay, so I finished that stitch and I'm not hopeful about it. And to stitch this together, I had to put more holes in it, so yep. That's what I thought would happen. Was that worth an hour or more? Probably not. So what if I spoke too soon? What do I do now? I have a torn hammock and the sun is going down. I haven't eaten dinner yet and it's cooking still. I'd be able to use my call to call for a tent or something. But I've already used my call. Here's my ham and beans. That's good stuff. Tonight was gonna be weird, but I already knew that. Whether I liked it or not, this is what I signed up for. I might not have the best night of sleep, but at least I had a nice fire going and was well fed. Hello. I just kind of like sewed up the hole. I just like passed the strap for the hammock back and forth between holes on either side just to kind of keep it closed while I'm in here. I feel pretty alright. Good morning. So, it's pretty cold. This is what I was dealing with last night. The camera's shaking because I'm shaking. Yeah, it was interesting. The more I moved, the more this got wrapped up around me. I'm not looking forward to getting back in the water. I was hoping for some coals to be able to start the fire back up with, but I just can't find any. I can run my hand through that and it doesn't hurt at all. So I'm gonna have to start from scratch again, which is annoying. I got the fire back up and running. While I was looking for firewood, I noticed that there's this here, and I am curious as to what it is. It looks like some sort of onion. I've been smelling onions all night. That's onion. I think this is like a green onion. It tastes like one. There we go, look at that. Interesting. So yeah, this is what I've been smelling all night. I have some peaches and some oatmeal, and I was thinking last night, why not just mix the two? It'll be like some sort of peach cobbler. I'm gonna try to drink this water bottle before I leave, and then the last water bottle will be for today's journey, which I know isn't a lot of water. And after that, I'm just gonna have to filter and boil my own water. It's gonna be weird. There we go. I have quite a bit of fluids in here. It's pretty good actually. That was the last of my food. If I'm gonna be out here for, I don't know, more than 12 hours, I'm gonna need to eat again. So back to those onions over there. Ultimately, they are calories. There is that small chance that I'm gonna be out here another night. So I think I'm gonna go collect a whole bunch of them and try to make some green onion soup or something so I can store it in my bag just in case I need a little bit of extra nourishment. So I just got the pot on the fire, and I'm not gonna lie, I pulled it off just now and it smells like way more delicious than I thought it was going to. Like, it genuinely just smells like, I don't even know how to describe it. Kind of like French onion soup. Oh, it smells good. I'm gonna take down the camp while that's going, and hopefully I can be out of here in the next hour. So I pulled this out of the fire just moments ago and it's mostly cooked. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in my ham Tupperware. I'm gonna try some of this. Is it hot? It's a little hot. Oh, that's gonna be too hot. I guess I could try this. It's not bad, honestly. It just tastes like really mild French onion soup. Here's the broth I just poured. Here's a little bulb that's all the way cooked. Let's try to eat this. You know, it's pretty mild as far as onions go, but it's eatable for sure. I'm glad I did this. Even if I don't end up eating this, I think it was still a good idea to do. This is just gonna be weight and space in my bag that I could be using to carry other things. I think I'm gonna burn it. Honestly, I'd rather sleep under the stars than use this again. I'm gonna go get some more wood. I don't want to be breathing in any of the smoke. So I need to put out the fire. But instead of bringing water to the fire, why not bring the fire to the water? Time to launch into the water. I'm just gonna do this. All right. Hop on after it. Whew. It's not nearly as sunny. It's a little bit colder than it was yesterday. Floating along. With the campsite behind me and my onion soup in the bag, I continued onward. Starting to speed up. Oh boy. Pretty tame, honestly. But my back's getting wet. I can feel the pressure beginning to drop, so I'm getting a little bit worried that it's gonna start raining. I just hope the temperature doesn't change too much. Yeah. Shortly after leaving my campsite, the water got really shallow, but after that, it got very slow. It's really annoying. I'm thinking about moving onto a road. I don't know though, because that might end up taking longer. It's all unknown, and it's really annoying to me. The creek right now is just incredibly slow. It's honestly making me want to just walk. This might be my opportunity. I think I'm gonna push on with my paddle. For now, I guess this is my life. So I decided to stop here. I saw that there's a water pump. I might be able to walk across the field here. Is it worth it though? I don't know. Well, I've decided I'm going to try walking across that field to see if I can find a road. Just got it secured onto the side of my bag. It took a lot longer than I would have liked. It is 11:30. I've been out here for like 2.5 hours on the creek. It's starting to clear up a bit. Let's go see if that pump is working. Time to start walking. It was another beautiful day, and I was ready to cover some ground. It felt great being able to move at a consistent speed for once. Though now that I was on my feet, I needed to be careful about my energy levels, especially since the only food in my bag was my onion soup. Well, the creek is like way over there, and it was going that way. I'm gonna follow this road in this direction. My shoulders already hurt a lot. It really is. Just this I was determined to make it home by the end of the day, but I wasn't sure if it was possible. I only have about half a container left of water. I'm gonna keep my eyes open for a water pump. I'm along the creek again. It looks like I'm walking at about the same speed I would be floating at. Bullet holes all over the sign. I'm gonna be turning left because that's the direction of the creek. As I get closer to town, the roads I'm traveling on will become more and more busy. As long as I stay on the left side of the road, I'll be able to see oncoming traffic and dodge accordingly. As I continued on, I began to see landmarks in the distance that I recognized. This was comforting because I failed to consider the fact earlier on that I might be on the wrong side of Crawfordsville, traveling with the creek in the opposite direction, heading towards the Wabash River. I can see an interstate over there. The creek is going this way. I think I'm gonna take this like slightly smaller side road. Yeah, I'm starting to get a little hungry. I feel fine other than that though. There's only about this much water left. And once I'm out of this, I mean, I have the little bit of water that's with the onion soup I made, but that'll be nasty just drinking that cold. It's just this the whole time. That's what I'm working with, just silence and the wind. It's pretty cathartic. This is something I've only experienced a few times in my life. Being completely alone without the use of maps or technology to guide me. Not knowing where I was but not being lost. So much time to just think to myself. Though it felt nice, I wanted to be home. So I can see an overpass over there. Hope you can too. And I'm thinking I'm going to use it to get over I-74. Just because I'm not sure if there will be another one for a while. I'm starting to feel like I've been walking for a while with a heavy backpack on. I'm not too thirsty, I'm not too hungry, and at this rate, judging from the last intersection I went through, I'll probably be home today. Right there it says 300 north, which is the road I was on, or 175 east, which means I have about 5 or 6 more miles of walking. I decided to take a break and actually sit down. It's the first time I've sat down since getting out of the tube, so I'm gonna get some water and just rest up here on this hill. Goodness gracious. I have some good news, guys. I am in Crawfordsville, almost. Which means that that highway is Highway 47. I'm just gonna walk along it until I get into town. Cutting through this field just to get to the highway. No cars. That's good. I'm gonna walk on the left side for the same reason as before. This has been a journey. There's a narrow bridge coming up. Yeah, I have almost no room. Goodness gracious. Look at this, guys. That sign right there. I'm actually entering town right now. I've elected to walk along the ditch just for safety. It's nice being here. That being said, I don't live on this side of town. There's sidewalk over there. I don't know how I'm gonna cross this intersection. I just jogged across the intersection when it was green in my direction, and now I'm just up on the sidewalk. Easy peasy. I've been walking forever, and I'm still not even really close to my house. My legs are like, I don't know, they're on like the verge of going numb. Oh, I'm finally back home. My knees and my hips are awful, but it's primarily my knees. If there's one thing I learned today, it's that I need to get new shoes. After 25.5 hours, I finally made it back home.
Should we close it?
Steve?
Oh, Skylar!
He's probably good. Okay, it's really cold. It's really windy, but you guys really wanted to see episode 2. Potentially miserable, considering the fact I don't know where I am. Also, Steven's here.
Yeah.
So we don't know where we are. And there's a very, very high chance that we are going to be stealth camping somewhere.
So,
Which,
we'll
I mean,
see how that goes.
Hopefully we can find a wall of trees that acts as a good windbreak. My camera does not like cold weather. So I'm gonna try to keep this to a minimum, and I'm gonna let future Kyler do some narration on what the rules are for this. This time, because of how cold it was going to be, I decided to shrink the circle. Hate on me all you want, I wasn't about to spend 4 days walking home in January. I'm having to keep the camera warm, like in my jacket. So I'm gonna try to keep a lot of these short. We've probably been walking for about 10 minutes. We're still on this gravel road. We're approaching a road intersection. That'll help us find what direction the center of the county is in. Most likely we're in Montgomery County still, but that circle does extend into the neighboring counties. It is pretty likely that we'll still be in the county, and that's what I'm hoping for, because this is really cold and miserable. So far I don't recognize anything specific. It just kind of looks like Indiana to me.
It's really cold.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be the most consistent theme throughout this entire video. My hands were already turning purple.
Yeah, my hands were like really bad, discolored, just from not wearing the gloves for a tiny bit.
But I think overall, it's doable, no matter what.
Yeah, hopefully. If I really need to, or if we really need to, I am willing to give up on the challenge, and this will just be an L on the series, because this,
that one in the books.
yeah, this is potentially quite dangerous.
Knowing wind noise has been a pretty big problem in the past, for this journey, I made a foam case for my camera, and it did a great job. I bring this up just to point out how awful the wind was. Without it, the audio would be almost unusable.
We're approaching the intersection. We're either on Montgomery County 500 North or Putnam County 500 North, because Tippecanoe's 500 North, I'm pretty sure, is out of range, and we're at 300 West. It's usually very typical for wind to go northeast in this area. I'm thinking that this is north rather than this way, because the wind is going this way. That's northeast. And I'm only basing my direction off of that because I can't see the sun. Based on that, there's not a lot of decisions I can make. We need a little bit more information. I think I see another intersection right over there. I think we should go that way, just because it's visible, so it's not gonna be that far. Maybe it'll be a more busy road that's actually named something that isn't just the county road.
Though I had good reason to believe we'd approach that intersection from the north side, I wasn't 100% confident, and in efforts to be as efficient as possible due to how cold it was, we opted to go to the next closest intersection to get more information.
Despite the really cold temperature and the awful wind, it looks really nice out here. A big thing you have to worry about is if you're going in the wrong direction. If you're sticking to roads, it can sometimes like add a lot more distance to cover. But if you can make a nice angle through a field, I don't condone it, but I mean, it's definitely useful when it is.
What you gotta do.
Yeah. If you look way out in the distance on the horizon, you can see an interstate. The only interstate that is within the boundaries, to my knowledge, is 74. So odds are high that we're still in Montgomery County. Here's another intersection. And it's 400 West. We're on 500 North, which means we are definitely facing west. Steven's behind me and that car is looking sus. We went ahead and decided to turn this direction because it's a more main road, and we're headed south and we're on the north road. So we're going toward the center of whatever county we're in. Hopefully it's Montgomery County. Trying to nosh you on. So Sorry to interrupt. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe. I'm trying to grow the channel. I've updated the chart to include a 10,000 subscriber milestone. In the comments, make sure you let me know what you want to see for that milestone's challenge, and which destination you'd rather see me ride to for the 100,000 milestone challenge. For more information on this chart, make sure to watch this video or ask me in the comments. I also highly recommend turning on my channel notifications as to not miss any of my uploads. While I don't have an Instagram for you to follow, I do have a Mario Maker 2 profile, so make sure to follow me there. Anyways, back to the video. We're approaching the interstate. You can see the overpass. I think we're gonna go ahead and cross it. I'm like 65% sure I know where I am. I have an idea of what I want to do for the call. I don't know, I'll wait to explain it. Once I'm like within 90% certainty of where we are, I think I'll go ahead and make the call. Oh yeah, I'm wearing this orange hat because I need to be visible. And the last thing I want is one, for the footage to corrupt, and two, me to get hit by a car. And if I do get hit by a car, I really hope the footage doesn't corrupt. Yeah, so 100% I know where I am now. New Richmond's that way, we just came from that road. Yeah, time to start walking home. I'm thinking I'm gonna make the call soon. Probably after we cross the interstate.
Let's see.
Found some duct tape. It's still good. Is it pretty sticky?
No, not at all.
We're on the overpass now. I call this site beautiful, but then a lot of you in the comments are used to seeing mountains. Let me have my beautiful... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We only have probably about 3 hours of daylight left. Oh yeah, look, we have mountains. Do you see those hills way over there? It's like maybe 50 feet of elevation. Okay, so the camera's cold right now because I needed to switch the SD card. The other one that I was using before had an error, I'm assuming because of the cold. So that means I lost all the footage, potentially. There's a tiny chance I'll be able to recover this, but this is corrupted in a way that is much different than the last time my stuff was corrupted. Either way, we're out in the field. We just had some pizza that I packed in my bag. That was supposed to be funny, but I couldn't record it. I need to make a call to Logan. Oh, I just realized this is probably gonna be really wind noisy. I'm having some serious issues with my cameras, and it freaking sucks. This is gonna make my one call choice even more easy. I've decided that I'm gonna call my good friend Logan, who you've seen before on the channel a few times, and we're gonna stay the night at his place. Hopefully, not only to prevent me from corrupting any more footage and being able to check out what's going on, but also because it's really cold. Okay, I'm calling Logan. Hey Logan, it's kind of a weird request, but we were wondering if we could stay at your place overnight. That's my one call. Yeah, we'll probably be there around an hour or two from now. All right, I'll see you then. I'm just hoping this SD card doesn't freak out like the last one because of the cold. I think it's a battery problem, but regardless, I know Logan's area, or Logan's property, like this area pretty well. And I think we're gonna do something daring. And I really hope this footage doesn't get corrupted, because this is a pretty bold move. We're gonna try to cut across this field. I'm pretty certain that that wall of trees over there is where Logan lives.
If you didn't catch that, I used my one call to ask to stay at Logan's house. This was a pretty large gamble, I'll admit, but after potentially losing all of my previous footage, I wanted to make some backups on Logan's computer. At the time, I was uncertain if any of the footage you've seen up to this point was recoverable. In addition, it was getting really cold and we were getting tired. Not having to set up camp would be amazing. Of course, this means I'll never be able to ask to stay the night at someone's house ever again. By the way, the assumption that Logan's house was right behind those trees wasn't a good assumption. More on that later.
Alright, so we just, we're in the field now. We're just gonna keep on going this way. My legs are pretty tired. Can definitely keep going. And we have plenty of food and water in our bags, so things are looking good. Pretty manageable forest floor. This got pretty unmanageable pretty quickly, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it got pretty dense. There appears to be a clearing up ahead though. This is why you do it in the winter. I've done this sort of thing when there are still green branches and leaves, and it's a lot harder. Just a hunting spot. All right. There's a motor. Or like a dishwasher or a dryer or something.
There's a battery.
Really? Oh yeah.
Right there.
How deep do you think this is? Oh. I mean, like, if I were to break through the ice, do you think my feet would get wet, you know?
I don't know. Probably.
I think the ice might be all the way to the ground, actually. Because this is very convenient for crossing, you know? It's not that slippery. Oh, what kind of... These are raccoon prints and then a dog? Ah, so this ice is about 2/3 of a diameter of this log deep. Because this is probably resting on the ground. Over there, though, I don't know. My hips are pretty tired, and so are my knees, but my muscles are fine. Look at all those blackberry bushes. Insurpassable. They have thorns, every single one of them. That is super dense. So we're gonna try to go around it. Oh, I caught that. If that doesn't show you that we're risking life and limb, I can't check the weather because of the rules. Like when I boot up my weather app, it shows me a map. And even though I'm pretty confident I know where I am, that's still, you know, cheating, I suppose. The sun is beginning to set. Here is another one of these patches. It might be sturdy enough out here. It's not super deep. Honestly, if we were camping tonight, this might be the place to camp. What if we're not actually where we think we are? And we just can't find Logan's place? I would honestly probably end the challenge, you know? Too much has gone wrong today. 2 layers of ice, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, it does.
Maybe there were just 2 freezing periods. Very cool. You can see the surface tension.
Yeah.
Alright, this is definitely shallow over here. Pretty cool stuff. That's a crack in the ice.
Yeah, it's deep. It's super deep.
Oh, it's slippery.
Yeah. You're right. This is like there's 2 layers.
This is not thick enough ice. So, forced across on the logs. I don't know if you can hear it, but there are chainsaws in the distance. There's nothing to hold on to, by the way. Just pure balancing. Time to jump. Ooh, right into a falling thing.
Whoa.
Those chainsaws are exactly where we need to go. So the chainsaws are coming from exactly where I think Logan's place is. It appears that this grove of trees is a different set of trees than the ones at Logan's house. So that's a problem. We're gonna need to cross the field, but I think we're in the right vicinity. And those chainsaws are where I think we need to go, which is bad, very bad. There's a truck just right over there. And that's the direction we heard the chainsaw. There's a person. I'm afraid to turn off the camera because it makes beeping sounds. The audio quality is not going to be as good. The dude in the car is over there. I don't know if you can see it. We just exited the woods and we're walking to this grove of trees because I recognize that house and I know Logan's farm is right over there. The fact that he hasn't started coming over to us right now is, I think, a good sign. But now, walking through these stalks of corn. Super difficult, by the way. They're just really stiff. The more we look back, though, I think the sketchier we look, so just keep walking forward with confidence. If you hear the engine starting, yeah, we're gonna need to think of something fast. So we've changed fields. We just are gonna crest this hill and then enter that grove of trees, no matter if it's Logan's land or not. There's a barn right there. I'm not sure if that's his or his neighbor's. I'm hoping it's his, though. This is definitely a huge bet, though, because I'm getting less and less certain that I know where I am. I mean, I think I know where I am in the county, but I don't know if this is Logan's place or not.
Well, I guess. We keep going.
Just keep going.
We just keep going.
Yeah, my legs are properly sore. All seems to be going well. That guide never bothered us. We're good. Yeah. It's getting later and later in the day. This looks like just the cover, like grass for the field, but we're still not gonna walk on it just in case. Because there's this fire break in the field right here. So we're just gonna follow it. Right over there. Behind those trees. Man, I'm really hoping that that is Logan's property. I just want to be done for today. I'm so tired. Look at that. Look at that. That's it right there. Thank goodness. I'm so tired. I'm ready to fall asleep and eat whatever food and drink whatever water I have available. Now you might think, oh, you cheated by going to Logan's house. That's not in the spirit of the challenge. Well, one of the rules is once I've called for something, I can't do that again. Definitely am thankful for Logan today. Sorry, Logan. We have to climb your fence. Oh yeah, probably. I'll hold that up for you. I think I can fit with my backpack on. We'll see. Oh, thank goodness. That was some nice stretching actually. My legs feel a little bit better. There's his place. Almost done for today. We'll still have to walk into town tomorrow.
Yeah, what the?
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, the whole squad's rolling up. Their rooster and 2 hens. Oh, hi. Were you expecting us? Logan didn't tell you.
Huge thanks to Logan for having us over. It was great catching up. That night we were able to recover all of the footage I thought I'd lost. Needless to say, it was a good night.
We're leaving. We're well rested. My legs are pretty sore, but I think I can make it into town. We're not that far away. How do you feel?
It's just only cold.
Yeah, I think it's less than 20 degrees. Of course, I haven't checked my phone. Yeah, and then wind chill, of course. Hey, what's up? This car behind us. I feel so weird doing this, especially like living here. Like if we were in California, it would be one thing.
Oh yeah, everyone would be like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
With the bulk of the challenge behind us, all we had left to do was walk into town.
So it's probably been about half an hour. We're just walking. We're so close to the end. And I'm ready for this to be over, especially after yesterday. Yeah, we left our camping stuff at his house so we wouldn't have to carry it. So my backpack's not as full as well as his.
Yeah, that'd be a little,
yeah.
A little too much on the back end.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think I've ever seen one close.
So we're gonna leave the highway. I think it might take a little bit longer, but it's definitely a lot safer. We're starting to enter town. We'll probably be in town in about 20 minutes. Just a little update.
PTA?
Yeah.
They?
I'm pretty sure we're approaching the city border. I'm not sure exactly where it is down here, but regardless, we're in town. I'll go ahead and say it. This has been one interesting journey for sure. My legs don't hurt nearly as much as they did in the first one. I think we got lucky this time with the randomizer. How are you feeling, Steven?
Pretty good. I think walking, you know,
Yeah.
warms you up a little bit.
Oh, for sure.
So like, I'm pretty toasty right now, pretty comfy. Just in it for the end.
Yeah. For privacy reasons, this is the last shot we'll be having until I'm home. We made it.
Yeah.
Thank you to Steven for joining me on this. This is definitely not as bad. Despite the cold weather, we prepared well enough and we have enough water that this ended up being a lot easier and a lot better on our bodies than the first episode of this. Whoa.
Gosh dang it.
I've just been dropped off in the middle of nowhere, randomly generated location. If you've seen this series up to this point, you know how this goes, but if not, here's a rundown. It has been such a long time since I did something like this, and even longer since I did something like this alone. It's probably around 55 degrees, which I think is perfect. The path ahead of me is kind of just uncertain. I don't know, I just started walking in this direction because it looked nice. I don't know, something about this. It looks like a terrarium, but it's like actually nature. And I'm just out here alone, just chilling.
It felt nice to get out of the house, and I haven't been able to film for a long time, so naturally I was feeling pretty good.
My first intersection. It's the first step in determining which way I'm heading and which way I maybe should consider heading. 500 west, okay. I really need 2 intersections in order to like get my actual bearing, so I guess I'll just keep walking in this direction.
Because of how perfect the day was, I found myself filming tons of B-roll.
Not a cloud in the sky. Man, I love this kind of day. I have been walking for a good while. I have not yet reached another intersection.
Don't worry though, there are many route decisions to come.
I decided to turn on to this road. It's got lines, so that's cool. This little hill's got me a bit nervous about oncoming traffic, so I'm gonna walk in the ditch. Better safe than sorry. As I crest this hill, I'm realizing, and I don't know if it's just a hunch, but the mailbox numbers are increasing, and the previous one said it was north. So I think I'm getting further north of whatever town I'm closest to. The mailboxes are definitely increasing. They keep saying north, so I'm assuming I'm getting further and further north, so I'm like heading north. I think I'm gonna turn around. I don't really have any reason to be going down this road. I don't have any like hints. I guess I'll just reconsider my decision about that intersection I went through earlier.
I started pretty late in the day, so I was a bit nervous about having to backtrack too many times.
Apparently I was walking for quite a ways. Here's that intersection. So that road is where I came from initially. So I'm deciding to go this way. If it were just a little later in the day, I'd consider going down that road. I'd be wanting to like find a little nook or cranny to dodge into for the night.
Despite my turn back, I was making pretty good ground.
So I've probably been walking for maybe an hour or two. My hips are starting to, I don't know, feel used. My sciatica's doing great for once. I don't know if you can tell, but that right there on the horizon is a good sign. It's a very densely forested area, which means hopefully for me, I'll be able to find a nice place to rest tonight.
I don't know what it is, but it seems like every time I film a video like this, I always end up finding some really neat scenery. It's definitely one of my favorite parts about doing these adventures. I'm about to stumble upon a few cool areas here in the next few minutes, but really this entire video is kind of just full of them.
So I've just been walking, and I hear this like water sound. Whoa. I have no idea where I am. Imagine living in that house that's like on the waterfall. That is awesome. Like, I don't know where, I don't think there are any like waterfalls within the circle. I have no idea where I am anymore. So I'm approaching an intersection, and it looks like this road is way more busy. There, that green sign right there, SR 32, that's State Road 32. And that road goes through Crawfordsville, so that's good. Now the question is, which direction do I walk? I think I'm just gonna follow it. I really have no idea why, but like this scene right here and all the other scenes like it. Every time I see like a nice area, the pink trees, just the road, I always just really like it. Last year I didn't get to experience springtime because I was just unable to walk or even sit last year. I'm very much looking forward to summer and spring this year. Yeah, so I want to get off this road as soon as I can, just because there's like pretty heavy traffic and nowhere to really walk. So yeah. Man, you just don't ever notice any of these really cool, just like waterfalls or forests or I don't know, whatever, bro. Like, just the coolest things. You just find them when you're just out in a random place. Is this a public thing? Oh, it says private property. That's unfortunate. Yeah, look, there's a waterfall right there. What the heck? I just want to take a little closer look, you know? Being very respectful. Just want to have a little look-see doodles. Dang. Beautiful. Bro, it's just too appealing. I have to go. Gotta make it quick though. This is why there are no trespassing signs, I'm assuming. People just graffiti wherever they want. Like in nature areas, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense. Oh, drippy.
In retrospect, nothing was going to stop me from coming down here. It was only a matter of time.
The waterfall made me realize just how thirsty I am. Epic place, bro. I gotta get out of here though. Don't want to overstay my unwelcome. We're back on the road. Last year, like I mentioned, I had like little to no movement like whatsoever. So I'm like way out of shape. I didn't really gain any weight because I atrophied so much because I just didn't move at all because I just couldn't. I'm just gonna follow this creek for a little bit and see where it takes me.
As I progressed, I began to wish I'd started earlier in the day. I wanted to get as far as I could, so I found myself taking very few breaks.
So it's getting later and later, and I could feel the temperature starting to drop. I'm getting a little worried that my sleeping bag that I brought just isn't gonna be quite enough. So I think for this episode's one call, I'm gonna call my brother for just a bigger sleeping bag, because the one I brought is just like a thin liner. It's good for like summer camping, but back in One Call episode 1, that's all I brought and I was so cold all night. So that's what I'm gonna call for.
Each episode, I'm allotted one call to ask for a supply drop. I can only ask for one item, and I can't repeat any requests. Previously, I've asked for inner tubes and to sleep at someone's house. Time to add a sleeping bag to the ban list. In order to preserve the integrity of my ignorance, the supply drop has to take an hour to get to me, as to not give any hints about how close or far I am from home.
Here he is. Thank you. Well, that took, it always feels like forever, man, just waiting out here. I think I have room in my bag for it. It's getting colder, so I'm really glad this is what I decided to do.
I wanted to start trying to find a place to camp, but was feeling ambitious and thought I could make up some ground after having to wait for an hour. I ended up just burning a ton of daylight. You'll see soon enough.
So I've been walking for a bit. The temperature is still good. I think like once I'm not moving, it'll start to feel pretty chilly. I am approaching another intersection. I think I'm gonna turn onto the less busy road. I want to start getting into like more and more remote areas so I can find a good place to camp.
The sun was setting rapidly, so I decided to actually start looking for a campsite.
I've entered this field. The sun has set behind that hill. This place is just run down. I don't think anyone's over here. This is always the worst part of this sort of thing, you know? I think I have cover like over there, because like there's a road, but if I make it over there without being seen, I think I'll be good. Right there, just a house. Did not see that. That means like there could be a house anywhere in these woods. I can feel cold air coming in. It's getting cold really fast. Okay, so I've made it to the other side of the field. This is honestly looking like a really good site. There's a sycamore tree, big sycamore tree. Wow, this could be good. Oh wow, look at that. That is a great view. There's a house right up there though. But this view is amazing. I would love to camp here. It's such a relief being in like an area with cover. I just hope no one's within earshot of my steps or my voice. Man, this is such a nice little area. What the heck? What is with random dumping of machinery? I'll link that video up in the card in the top right now. Steven and I found some stuff like this. Yeah, look at this. It's always in a big pile. Just dumped metal from like the 70s or previous, honestly. Like, if I just had to guess, and I'm basing that off of my minimal knowledge of old like appliances, I guess. This is so clear, but there's a house right there and they have lights. It'd be perfect. Oh, look at that view. But it's getting dark really fast. The topography of the ground right here goes like up like that right here. It'd be very good for cover if I wanted to put a fire down there. Man, I just really want to see, because if it's turning this way, the creek, that means there will be a beach most likely on the side that I'm on. Perfect for a fire. This clearing would be super optimal, aside from the fact that my shelter tonight is a hammock. I have to find a good tree arrangement for that. Oh my gosh. That is a building. That is a building. Oh, but there's beach right here on the creek. Oh, but this is perfect. Oh my gosh. This is not the creek. I thought it was. This is like a little, like a beach that's turned into like an island almost. Yeah, look at that. So that means there's probably cover from that house over here. Very appealing looking. Just too dang close to those buildings. But look at this cover I may be coming up to. Like, maybe there's a hill I can hide behind. Won't be building a very big fire if I do end up making one. What's a camp without a fire? I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. I'm not even cooking on it like I have granola bars. Look at that sandy just layer so I can put a fire there. Good. And this embankment. The buildings are over there. And I have the hill on the other side of me. This is a top contender. Let's see if I can get over there. It just got dark so quick. Oh my gosh, okay. I need to put a waypoint in my mind of where I'm at, because this is good. Oh wait, no it's not. I'm gonna be in a hammock. Dang it, bro. I'm so annoyed. This would be sick to camp at if I can find a good pair of trees. But you know, sand isn't the worst thing to sleep on. I guess I don't want it like on me though. There's the building. Pretty walled off, but if I have a fire going with flashlights and stuff, for filming I have to have light. This is A+ location. No houses in front of the hill. Let's just hope I have enough daylight. Maybe somewhere over there. Yeah, over here has got to be it, bro. As long as there isn't any like still water where mosquitoes will be coming out of, like potentially right there. I'm so thankful that I'm able to do this right now. I'm not 100% recovered from my sciatica, but I'm pretty far along. I'm gonna try up there. I know that's on the hill, but I can light a fire down here. Oh yeah, there's a little hill in the field that blocks out most of the view. Oh, look at these trees. That might be perfect. Is that's pretty wide from here to there. Okay, these two trees. Perfect. There's a sodium light. Is that what they're called? Like a yellow-orange light. That'll be concerning potentially. But for now, let's just set up the GoPro. All right, here I go.
This area seemed really nice and remote, but as it got darker, it became easier to see porch lights on houses I didn't even notice before.
So there's a house, as you can see, just right over there. I had no idea it was there. Maybe I'm just making things up. I feel like I can hear people over there. I'm gonna go down into the ditch. I'll bring the fire starting stuff with me just in case. I mean, there's a whole creek and a big like hillside, you know, like this whole area that's like in between the ditch and the creek, between me and that house. Okay, I'm gonna go down here and see if you can see the house from down here. Yeah, but I mean, like from the ground you probably won't be able to. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to find my hammock even if I stray pretty far, because it's not like a huge area. What's camping without a fire? Here, I'm gonna go grab my water. Just realized I didn't bring a knife or anything. I have a new flashlight that is very bright. Dang, every time you hear something, man, it's just like an, I don't know, it's scary. Anyway, I don't want to use it too much because it's like, it's just, it's very bright. Very useful for me, very useful for filming, very useful for being found. Low flying plane. Could be concerning considering the fact that's how I've been spotted in the past. Since that video, me and my friend, we were just like going through different cases on like how we could have been found, and that is the only good idea we came up with. Anything's possible, guys. I don't know where a good like fire location would be. I might just not go. I don't know where this fire should be. And if a plane goes overhead, a fire's so easy to spot. I mean, I really have no reason to. Maybe in the morning. I could light one up in the morning just for no reason again. Maybe it's just I'll make it a game. Just like make a quick fire, sit by it for like 5 minutes, then put it out. Honestly, this flashlight is brighter than a fire would be. But I can just turn it off at a moment's notice. Right here, look at this. Really close to my hammock. I think this is where I'll do it. I think I'm going to. They won't see the fire, but they might see the light the fire casts onto the trees. But yet again, it won't be that big. So, I got my wood and stuff. It's not very much because I said it was just... I have no idea what that sound was. I have this like bark here. I'm gonna use it as a shovel. That worked so well, I'm like almost done. So now I just wanna break up my wood into usable pieces. I thought I heard something. I think holy cow. I think I'm good. They talk about like TP versus a cabin sort of deal. I've always found just like doing a combination of both usually works out pretty well, for me at least. I have a thing I made inside of this medicine thing. I have a whole bunch of cotton mixed with like really soft candle wax, like probably some sort of soy wax. That was from a really old candle, not really old, just really used up candle. And so I just mix them together, and I'm hoping it's like a really nice, slow, pretty warm burn that'll just really get everything the chance to ignite. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to get out of the container. I don't think you need a whole lot. This is the first time I'm using it actually. I also have some other fire starter stuff, but this, if it catches, oh yeah, look at that. Holy cow. That just caught so easily. Perfect. Start getting the bigger stuff on it. That's probably as big as I want it for now. Do I just keep this going and I just chill out here or what? This is always like the weirdest part of camping. It's just like, well, I'm here and I'm not even like cooking. I should have gotten my water. Okay, I'm gonna go see if the fire is visible from far away because those dogs just started barking. There's the house. Can the fire see the house? Oh, the fire can see the house. There's a gap in the wood, or I mean in the hill. Dang it. Oh, I just got it lit though. Man. Do I put it out? I think so. I don't know. Oh shoot. I'm like 25% certain I just saw someone. Well, that was cool. But, you know, rather not lose. Just kind of put some dirt on it. Separate the wood. All right, there we go. Fire's out. I am not gonna leave it unattended. Well, I mean, I lit a fire. That was a really good fire. Okay, I just have to find all my stuff now. The house, ow, thorns. So this is the hammock, over there's the fire, over there is the house. I'm just gonna sit facing the same direction you just were, so I can see both the fire and the house. Geese, cool. It's funny how like things change, you know, when you're out in the open in the dark. Just less than an hour ago it was light, and it wasn't like scary for the same reasons it's scary now. I just got set up in my hammock, so you can see I'm in my sleeping bag. It's a little weird just being out in the open. That house, oh, I shouldn't point my flashlight at them, that's kind of stupid. I guess I'll see you guys in the morning. You should consider subscribing. Here's the logarithmic subscriber chart. Anyway, back to the video. Morning fog rolling in. I slept probably as well as I could have. I kept waking up maybe every hour, and then I've just been awake since maybe an hour before sunrise. It's pretty cold. I'm glad I brought this sleeping bag. Yeah, the hammock wasn't too uncomfortable either. It was pretty good. I was able to just stuff my sleeping bag and hammock and liner just all into my bag without having to roll it up, so that's pretty convenient. I think I'm just gonna walk down and follow the creek and see where it leads me. There's the fire. It was cool. It was fun while it lasted. More granola bars for breakfast toward the creek. Oh my gosh. I was bending down to put the tripod up, and this little stick went straight up my nose. It was like an inch into my nose before I even felt it. It was like a perfect shot. Why does that happen? I'm gonna have to cut up into the woods. Ah, my nose still hurts. That was crazy. Waking up to the cold wasn't very nice. Now that I'm like in the cold with my jacket on, it feels nice. Look at these bad boys. Ow. Covered in thorns. More beach. I'm unsure if you can see it because of the sun, and I couldn't even see it until I got pretty close. That bridge is just the local walking trail. I was suspecting I was pretty close to it. I didn't think I was this close to it. It's very convenient. That's like a path straight into the city. It's easy going from here on out. Just follow the trail. Walking east in the morning is very blinding. That's what I'm dealing with. I mean, it's really nice though, so. And you say that I do that for you too. I'm uncertain if you can see that, but on the walking path, there's a pair of headlights heading straight for me. It could be like a mile down the line, like. Yeah, so there was just like some random truck. I just watched it turn onto the road. Not much else interesting to film currently, so.
How do I find that? What do I gain from myself? When I lost myself, is this the calm where
Oh my gosh. I made it home. This was a fun one, I think. I definitely had a lot of fun. My hips are very tired. I didn't take any breaks on the way back just because it was such a straight shot home. But anyway, if you liked this video, make sure to hit like and subscribe. I'll see you guys later. This is One Call, episode 4. So, I've just been dropped off. The point is actually somewhere over there. I've been told for the first time in the series, I have been dropped off in town. That's pretty good. Right there on that sign, it says Lebanon Middle School.
Lebanon is at the very edge of the boundary, so it looks like luck isn't on my side today.
This is a record for the series, the fastest time to recognize exactly where I am. I have something to admit. Every single episode, I have put my bike in the back of the van that I've been being dropped off in, just for this reason. And that is, if I instantly recognize that I'm way too far away, I can just call whoever drove me just to give me the bike right away, because I just...
Yada yada, look, I know it's a little slimy, but because of the rules, I won't ever be able to ask for a bike
I'm gonna
again.
go ahead and make my call. I forgot to mention, but I'm in my 2019 summer fit. If you're familiar with the channel, it might be familiar. I'm calling my sister, by the way. She's the one who drove me.
And for the record, I already can't ask for inner tubes, a place to stay, or a sleeping bag. It's time to add a bike to the ban list. I'd also like to mention that, though I know where I am, I still don't know how to get home, even with the bike.
I mean, I know how to take the highway. Taking the county roads would be way better, just because they're like less busy and I won't feel like I'm gonna die at every moment. I just don't know the route at all. I'm gonna have to just play it by ear. No maps, of course, or my phone, because that's just the name of the game, right? Also, the bike I'm using is not my normal road bike because it's just so damaged. I didn't want to risk getting hurt. I'm just gonna start heading east.
So I said I wanted to head east, but I meant west and ended up going north. And because of this, I'm gonna miss out on seeing the heart of the town and almost get on the interstate.
I'm not sure where the town went. I think I was too far north or something.
This should have been my first clue.
What is that, an old on-ramp for an interstate? Or is that still in use? Oh, speaking of interstate, I can see a major road up ahead.
That semi you can see up ahead gave me about a foot of clearance. That's when I decided this road wasn't for me.
I was about to get on the interstate. That semi almost hit me. Like, it gave me 1 foot of clearance. But I was definitely like somewhere where bikers should not be, so.
I didn't record much for a bit because I was trying to sort myself out navigationally. But I came across a bike trail. I'd heard of this trail before and was pretty lucky to stumble upon it. This was my ticket out of town and into the meat of my journey.
Okay, look at that.
How have you not subscribed yet? Here's the logarithmic chart. Just do it.
I've been riding for a while on the trail. I'm afraid if I follow it for too long, I'm gonna end up being way out of my way. I'm hoping that I can get off at the right moment. Haven't ridden like that in a long time. I'm probably like maybe a quarter of the way, maybe 25 or 30 miles from Crawfordsville. But that's if you take the highway that just is a straight line between the two places. I'm definitely not gonna do that. I also realized, in addition to like everything, I have a backpack that has like camping equipment I hopefully won't be using today. And that's just like dead weight I'm carrying around with me, even though I'm not gonna use it, so that's fun. The bike path just widened up a little bit. This used to be a railway. If they just start converting all the railways into bike highways like this, man, that'd be so awesome. I'm thinking I should turn off soon. There's something over there. Is this like private? Am I allowed to be here? I imagine so. You know, it's almost noon. I think I'm gonna go ahead and eat my sandwich. Here's the summer fit of 2019. You didn't get a good look at it before.
It was nice being able to eat in a neat little shady area like this one, especially because the rest of the journey is going to be completely among fields and very bright. With the wind on my back, I began to practically sail home, but ideal conditions never last, and I will soon find myself in my least favorite scenario. Just give it a minute.
I'm just gonna stay on this road until something tells me that road was headed north. If I come across a road that appears to be going southwest, that would be like perfect. The derailing mechanism is right there. So you just like pull this lever like this. I don't know if they still make bikes like this anymore. It's certainly cool. I am booking it right now. The wind is like completely with me. It doesn't feel like there's a breeze even though I'm going like 15 or 16 miles an hour on this rackety old bike. The smell of all that straw is very nice. I mean, just look at that view. I love it. Do you see that? The road I'm coming up on is gravel in both directions. No. Too much was going right. Well, oh please no. This is not good, guys. I'm gonna spare you a lot of this because it's pretty loud, I imagine. Gosh dang it, yo.
Gravel is obviously annoying because it requires more work to ride through, and it slows you down, but the reason I hate it so much is because you have to solely focus on riding and balancing while you're dealing with it. On pavement, I don't even have to use my hands as I coast down the road, but on gravel, I have to fully concentrate on balancing, which causes the ride to feel much slower and boring. I was given false hope when the road somewhat quickly switched back to pavement, but then I encountered perhaps the longest stretch of gravel I've ever had to deal with.
So I've been stopped here for a bit. I'm so far south that I'm afraid if I turn to the left, I'm gonna end up crossing the highway, but that does mean I'll be taking this gravel road. I guess here I go. Here we go. Oh Jesus, this is terrible.
Not only is this gravel way bigger and harder to ride on, it's also way noisier, so I'll have to summarize this bit. Right turn onto the halfway line, left turn, another left turn, then straight for a very long time.
I need some more fuel.
I seem to be handling the gravel pretty well, all things considered, but I ended up drinking through almost all of my water. Even though I'm only around the halfway point, if I manage to avoid any future gravel roads, I should have just enough water.
Oh my gosh, thank goodness. Oh. My bike is making a ton of weird noises now because it was being shaken up the entire time. If it's just this for the rest of the ride, that is good with me.
It felt amazing to be back on pavement, but I still have a long way to go. In that moment, however, I didn't care.
It's so good to just have the wind with me. I am just so thankful that gravel's gone. I don't know if I trust this bike's tires that much. I'm gonna stop. I haven't recorded anything in a while because it's just been smooth sailing and I've stayed on the same road. The shade is such a welcome thing. I feel like I've been baking this entire time. This is kind of bad. The asphalt is starting to melt and the rocks are sticking to my wheels and stuff, but it's also causing tons of drag on my bike. I thought I had a flat. I'm just kicking up so much gravel. Oh, it's so hard to push. You can see the gravel all over my wheels. Oh wait, no, it's freshly poured. I thought it was the sun. They have a asphalt machine thing. What is that called? And a steamroller. Oh man, now my wheels suck. They're just covered in rocks. It really feels like I have just a flat. And I actually might. Maybe I should check. No flat there.
While all that was going down, I spotted an overpass and decided to head towards it out of fear of missing my opportunity of crossing the interstate. But this put me in another one of my least favorite scenarios, riding on highways.
And I ended up at the highway. Okay. The left side of the road allows you to see oncoming traffic to allow you to dodge accordingly. Plus, this side of the road has a bigger shoulder. Now that's courteous, right there. And I'm off the highway. The next right is what I'm gonna try to take. Actually, look at that. That road sign says Traction Road. This goes into town. This is the beginning of the end. I'm probably further than that.
This stretch of road felt really good with the hill and the shade, but every downhill has an uphill. I'm about to reach the final boss of my journey.
This huge hill, oh my gosh. It's the biggest hill on the entire ride. Ah, man. Shift all the way down. I'm only like halfway there. I feel like vomiting. There's another hill that goes down, and then a hill after that goes up. Well, I'm basically in town.
After a 32-mile ride, I'd finally made it home.
I am so tired, but feels good. Guys, I made it. Development. Man, what the heck, man? What the freak? Thank you.
This is episode 5 of One Call, but this time, the drop-off radius is centered around the engineering fountain at Purdue University. My goal is to find my way to that point without using any sort of map or GPS or even my phone, excluding the ability to exactly fall. This episode should be very interesting because it is centered in a much more urban area.
Okay guys, a quick description of what's gone down. I got off work at 6, started to drive up here. My car started overheating, so I had to wait an extra like hour and a half. So I've only got like an hour of daylight. This is where I am, and I honestly have no idea. This is just a big town. Blueberry muffin and a Gatorade. I don't know where to begin. I can see this is 9th Street. I'm just gonna have to start walking in a direction, see if I can start getting some sort of information. I don't have a ton of food or drink, so I figured I would take advantage of my spawn location. It's a dreary day, it's been raining, and let me tell you, there is some rain coming tonight. I don't think checking the weather is cheating, right? Walking. But I'm headed this way. Got a mouthful of muffin. I'm just gonna keep walking this way up until I can get some more information, because I don't even know what direction I'm facing. The sun is behind a tree. Sunset is in less than an hour. Best Gatorade flavor is yellow, and that's not even like a decision that you're able to fight me on, because it's just the truth. My goal currently is going to be finding a place to stay for the night, because like, okay, there's the sunset. I need to find a place to stay for the night, and I need to like start a fire and stuff. The sidewalk's just completely gone. Maybe I should just like hide behind a building and just sleep there for the night. The grass is getting harder to walk in. It's just really tall and thick. The soybeans look cool though. Those random trees too. That'd be so cool to camp on. I've been walking forever. It's just the same straightaway I've been on. But I can't just like stop now. I guess I could go camp like over there. I feel like I'll see what's at the end of this road. Oh, it's mowed. That'll help me out a lot. Oh yeah, it's just like I'm walking on a lawn right now. I want to be like somewhere over here, because over there is road. So I'm not even gonna explore it. I just don't have time. Under the bridge would be kind of cool. I don't know though. They're trying to control us, guys. Don't let them stop you. Oh my gosh, look how dark it is in the forest. It's not too bad on the camera though, so that's good. It's just very loud. Is it worth going down? Yeah, it's really short. I'll go check it out. Because if there's like a micro island, dude, I'm not going down there. That'd be too hard to... It's not worth it. I'm short on time, guys. Okay, this actually is promising. It's really dense though, but I don't have much of a choice. And if it's raining tonight, I need to be off the ground. It's an island. Oh, sweet. Micro trail. That'd be really fun to camp on. It's kind of random. There's another island here though. The other issue is, if it really rains tonight, should I risk it? That kind of is a concern. I just need a jog. I don't have any time. That would be like the goated spot though. It is so shallow here. Bro, I can make that. Oh, it's deep. Frick. The dream, guys. The dream is over there. I need to get over there. But it's deep. And I am not the strongest of swimmers. I have to crawl through the forest. Yeah, oh, trees to help me cross. Okay, I have to go a little further down. I'm literally running. And it's so deep right there, guys. It's not a question of safety, I think. It's a question of me getting super wet. Guys, this might be my chance. Oh my gosh, campsite of the scrolls of the ancient scrolls, the ancient texts of One Call prophesied of a campsite like that. Okay, I need to put my phone in my bag. Do I take off my pants? These are the real questions I need to be asking myself. Do I take off my pants? Guys, I don't know. These are my nice leather work shoes too. Oh my gosh. These are literally the clothes I wore to work and worked in for 8 hours today. and now I'm just in the middle of, I don't know. Okay, it's getting deeper. I have a twindly log around my, a big branch that's kind of wrapped around my legs. It's gone now. Oh! Guys, I made it. That was the deepest it gets. I should have tightened my shoes. That's probably as good as it could have gone, guys. Oh, yeah. No houses, no buildings. Perfect. Look at how wild this is. Honestly, a little daunting. I'm gonna have to like climb up. That's actually a good sign for flooding though. I just won't be able to escape the island, but I'm committed now. I do have a kayak. I could call for a kayak. Oh, it smells super good. Some of this foliage is super fruity smelling. Oh my gosh. It's overgrown. Like, look at how, see how tall this is? This is just jungle. I don't know how do I traverse that? I just can't, that's the answer. Here's what I scrounged together. The hammock and then the tarp. It's just hanging from a line above. And to make it bigger for me at the head, I have the stick that's being dangled. It's not there for structural support, it's just to hold the flaps of the tent open. And I'm thinking, I was trying to like think of how the wind would blow. Oh, do you see all that foggy haze? Yeah, there you go. That's how humid it is. But yeah, I think most of the rain will come from above. So I might get some like rain up on here and it'll like roll under me. I want to get a little sleep. If I get wet, that's just how it's gonna be. I also like, I'm gonna be hanging off the edge a little bit. I don't know, this is the first time I've ever tried constructing anything like this, and it, I think, shows. This can flap open, so if it gets super windy, I have so much tree cover here, and it's not like winter, like there's tons of leaves. I don't think it'll get that windy, even if it does storm pretty bad. It's gonna be weird, guys. That's what this series is all about. That's where I'll be staying. I think I'm gonna try to mount my bag. It's just all gonna get wet, guys. It's all gonna get wet. I'm inside of the makeshift tent right now. What do I do with my completely sodden shoes and pants? Everything's getting wet. I could hang it underneath, but like, here, look at this, guys. Like, this is, I'm just in like a jungle. Okay, so I've just like hung my pants, socks, and shoes. I feel really good. I was not expecting to feel as good as I do now, just with no pants on. I just feel dry again. The forest floor, it's so easy to walk on with just bare feet. Oh, jeez. What is this? I forgot I put this here. I'm like on top of it. Can of beans. I think I'll be pretty dry, actually. This whole area could flood tonight. This could be very dangerous. I could be stuck on the island. That's probably the biggest risk I'm facing right now. I don't know. I'll update you guys if I wake up during the storm. Good night, y'all. Oh, it's so bright.
It is... I still can't tell. I think the hand is... It must be 3:15. My elbows are wet because I guess they were hanging out. It is 4:35. Yeah. It's gonna be weird. I just need to save my battery. I don't know why I keep recording. Suddenly, I'm completely wet. And I do not know why. It better not be flood water. It is not flood water. The tarp walls started closing in because they're getting heavy. And they like got into the hammock a little bit. I'm becoming moist, guys.
Okay, development. It's becoming windy enough to where I have to hold the tarp not only out to prevent it from collapsing in, but I have to hold it like close as well, so that the wind doesn't grab it. So yeah, good luck sleeping. I'm having to like hold my shelter together. I'm moderately drenched, and I can't even like move because I'm holding the tent together with both of my hands, just trying to prevent myself from losing everything. Here, this is what I'm working with. I had to let go of the other side just to film with my phone. Oh, I'm getting so wet. I'm starting to get real cold. This is exciting, guys.
Okay, I keep trying to record this video, but the wind keeps coming, and so I have to keep like sticking out my hand to prevent me from getting too wet. I think I might just have to abandon ship, grab my whole campsite, and bring it somewhere else. I'm thinking that bridge that I saw coming in just to survive the night. And I was gonna wait until daylight, but I don't think I can afford it. So I'm gonna have to cross the river in the dark, maybe. I don't know what I should do, guys. I'm in a bit of a situation here. I'm definitely not going back to sleep. I think I'm just gonna like tie all of my bedding and tenting together into like a sack. Okay, I just got my phone and charger into my like wet bag, so now I'm not like worried about ruining anything. My clothes are just completely soaked, and so is my bag. It's gonna be like twice as heavy. Lots of bugs, oh my gosh. I imagine though, once I'm out in the actual rain, because I've yet to leave the cover of the thing, this hoodie is just gonna make me cold once it's like wet. So I'm just gonna untie everything from inside. I think I'm gonna lay out the tarp, put all the stuff on it, bundle it all together, carry it out, and just book it for the bridge. But yeah, I guess the first step is putting on my freaking wet pants and shoes. Gosh dang, guys, I also remembered I had a trash bag with my like grab and go camping gear. I figured it would be very useful for preserving my upper body heat. I just felt like it was the right move. As far as disassembling everything, I want to do it as quickly as possible. It's the only thing keeping me dry right now. I'm not gonna be able to get footage of that, so I'll just do it, guys. Once I do this, I am getting out of here as quickly as possible. So this is like the last moment I have to kind of be calm and relaxed. Everything else up to this point is gonna be me just rushing. Wish me luck. All right, you're gonna be able to see almost nothing. I'm using one hand for the camera, one hand for the tarp, and then my chest to hold the light. The furthest I can see is like 20 feet in front of me. Okay, so it didn't take me as long as I thought it would to get to the beachy part of this island that I entered on. So that's a cliff face. Well, I mean, you saw it in my footage coming in on the island. I don't have much of an option. It's not like I'm gonna be able to see a better route. Oh, whoa. Okay, I'm good. The sand is a good landing pad. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, the river is swollen. This is kind of bad. I can't even see the other side. I'm just gonna have to send it, guys. Okay, yeah, so the current has picked up a little bit. This is sketch. There's the water. I don't know what you guys can see, what you can't see. Oh my gosh, okay. Whew. I do not want to fall over. I just need to take this slow. Okay, I'm in the deepest part. It's up to my waist. Climbing out of here is gonna be a pain in the butt. I'm just gonna have to put the camera away. Climbing up that was crazy because I only had one hand, but I made it. I'm on the trail, guys. Okay, so I'm fairly certain that's not the sunrise. That is the direction of the city. I need to head in that direction, is what I'm concluding here. That is the direction I spawned in. So I did log an extra 2 miles in this direction. This is pretty cool graffiti. Oh shoot. Okay, this looks so mysterious. I don't have anywhere to set these lights. It might be like an actual place to sit up here. I'm under the narrower section of the bridge. All things considered, I don't regret a thing. I slept for maybe 3 or 4 hours. I even slept through a bulk of the rain. We approached a critical point of how much water my tarp could allow per period of time. And so slowly it like bowed in until it was narrow enough to just collapse far enough to drain water directly into my hammock. And I woke up to that. I did find, wrapped up in my sleeping bag, my can of beans. Crack it open. Because I am pretty hungry and I think I'll need the energy. Oh, it smells good. I'm a big fan of beans. Bro, get yourself a can of beans and just eat them. Can't even see the other side. I gotta say, these rocks I'm sitting on have much better lumbar support than the hammock. Putting on my backpack.
It's becoming daylight. Once I leave from under the bridge, you'll be able to see a little better. Oh my gosh, these rocks are terrible. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna drink a ton of water right now. So now that it's daylight, that's the area I walked from, and that is the area where I saw the huge amount of city lights. That's the area I'll be going. Although the trail goes in that direction and the river flows that way, so I believe I am north of where I need to be by quite a bit. So I'll probably just follow the trail. This bag is it's so cumbersome. My call, I still have that. I don't know what to use for my call. So I just strapped it on the bottom. It's a little lopsided. And I'm wearing a trash bag as a vest. Oh, geez. My shoulders are freaking being choked off. I've got my phone right here. There are regions of my back going numb just because of pinched nerves. I might just call for an offload. Is that cheating though? Like, what if I ask for something and then also offload at the same time? This feels like Amazonian almost. Like the island is just filled with weird growth. It's raining again, so I'm pretty thankful I kept the trash bag on. I have a lot of walking to do, guys. This is like, I've been walking for about an hour. Man, what the heck, man? What the freak? I have no idea what the heck. Wacky. My brother doesn't wake up until 8 o'clock, so I won't even be able to call him until then. But even if I were ready to call, he wouldn't be able to get to me. So I'm kind of just waiting until I'm at a good intersection with maybe a parking lot or something. Busy road. My back hurts. Oh my gosh. Pavement. Actually, this gives me an idea for my call. This bag freaking sucks. But yeah, I just thought I would update you guys because I haven't filmed a shot in a minute. I see another trail over there, but it's like a narrow trail. And I'm bored of this one. Oh, those are frisbee golf platforms to stand on. Okay, this is a pretty awesome frisbee golf thing. Golf course, I guess is what they call them. Well, I'm down to walk through here. And heck, there's probably a parking lot attached to this. It's like Christmas morning. That's a parking lot, I believe. I might offload some stuff. Guys, this is my series. I'm making the rules. I've done it before. I was thinking about it in One Call episode 2. At the end of the day, it's just me having fun, guys. Where's this guy going? That's literally the bench I was trying to go to. Anyway, scamped board, please. Gotta put on PPE. This can't be not allowed, guys. Come on, I gotta be safe. I'm going all in, boys. Bye. The sun's coming out. Thing is though, I don't have unlimited range. I wouldn't mind walking into town though if I need to, but this will save me a lot of time. And it's like a half pick-me-up for having to suffer last night. Gotta put on PPE. This can't be not allowed, guys. Come on, I gotta be safe. Dude, I've never crashed like that before. I am so glad I was wearing this helmet, dude. I smacked the side of it on the ground. Oh my gosh, dude. This helmet, honestly, freaking saved my life. I've never hit my head that hard. I'm just lying on the ground. Yeah, I was like leaning. I'm like, why the heck am I not able to turn? And then I just started spinning and fell. Oh, I knew this was a bad idea. I need to summon my boy. Come over here, boy. I'll just have to be smarter. I'm gonna have a headache for weeks, I guarantee. Not risking that, that's crazy. I thought I was just gonna be able to like ride into town, finish off the challenge. I honestly still don't even know like how far away I am from the city. My board got fully submerged right there. I mean, it was only like $400. Oh, look at that, Chauncey Hill. Those are the apartments. That means I'm close, guys. I'm still in shock about how hard I crashed. Gosh, they dug up the asphalt. I don't know what they're doing, but the road ends. I don't know how close I am to the street. Back to skating. I'm so glad I was able to catch myself on that. Am I locked in here? Come on. I freaking hate this. Do I just jump the fence here? I can't exactly get a good toe hold. This is so stupid. Dude, let's go. Yeah, so it lets out over... Oh, no it doesn't. I thought I saw an opening. Is it doable? Yeah. Am I just being lazy? Yeah. Yeah, screw that. There's a sidewalk, but here's the thing about sidewalks. Not good for those kinds of wheels, but I'll give it my best shot. Well, it feels safer. The sidewalk is dried out. Yeah, what the heck do I do here? That's a highway. Oh, okay, so there's a sidewalk that goes over this bridge. Kind of sketch in my opinion, but might as well do it while I see the opportunity. Oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah. Now this is scary though, because this is the slippery type of pavement. Look at that. Woo, scary. It's slick and it's making me nervous.
As I enter the final moments of the challenge, it becomes clear to me that I'd already succeeded. Scenery quickly became familiar, my skateboard guiding itself to victory. Slowly, my pains grew louder. I'd previously unknowingly suppressed them, but it didn't matter. My mind's eye had already rendered the entire path to my goal. As I ride, I reflect on my journey, the decisions I'd made, good and bad, coming together to replenish my sanity, saving it from expiring. These videos serve a purpose. Ornaments on the monotony tree. Shown to avoid, they still hold meaning to me. Till we meet again.
What? Guys, this is One Call episode 6. I'm not sure exactly where the random location is, but it's somewhere around here. I don't know where I am, other than the fact that the circle is centered around the Hoosier National Forest this time around. It is going to drop down to 10 degrees Fahrenheit tonight, or negative 12 degrees Celsius, around there. I'm a little nervous. I haven't done this cold of camping in a really long time, and actually this might be a new record for coldest night for me. And I didn't bring a tent. I brought a tarp, and I'm gonna try to build something. Oh yeah, I should also mention, my one call this time has already been done. So I decided, because I knew I was going to the Hoosier National Forest, the center point is the lookout tower here on the screen right now, and I'm trying to make it there. I don't know how far I am. My one call is my drone, because I thought it would be kind of cool to be able to find where I'm trying to go just by like looking for it. I'm not gonna try to figure out where I am yet. I only have about 2 hours left of light, so I'm just gonna try to find a good spot in the forest to kind of set up camp and try to survive tonight, because I don't know what to expect. This is where we're at. This is where we're at. This is what we're working with. I know it's around 3 o'clock. There's the sun, it's getting pretty low. It'll end up setting in that direction. This is like the first time I'm somewhere where I just really am unfamiliar with the terrain. Plus I'm in the middle of a gigantic forest, so I'm not gonna be able to use roads or anything. If I end up choosing a trail to go down and I'm wrong, it might be a really long time before I realize I'm wrong. My backpack is so wide, like it'll be hard to just go and do little excursions, but I still have a lot of energy, so I'm gonna see what this is all about. I just hope this doesn't turn to ice or something. An island! No, I'm not. I'm not going to an island today. If I get wet, I don't think I'll be able to survive the night. Is that a lotus? What are those called? Like a locust flower? A lotus? So that means this was all underwater at some point? Oh yeah, I am on creek bed. I'm on whatever riverbed. I need to get out of here. So yeah, apparently it's really low water right now. Optimally, I need to find a place that's naturally low wind, a good place for a fire, and a place where I can put my shelter close enough to where I can actually benefit from the warmth of the fire. Otherwise, what's the point? It's only been about 10 minutes and my upper back is already a little bit sore, but not in an abnormal way. So let's hope it stays at about this level. Man, I know I'm supposed to be looking for a place to hunker down, but like, I don't know. There's something about this that's just got some sort of allure to it, you know what I mean? Like, what the heck is this? Could you imagine if this water was any higher, I wouldn't be able to use this. Yeah, look at that ice and stuff. It's so cold. Oh yeah, this whole side is actually covered in ice, like a thin film. Oh my gosh, dude. Look how big my bag is. I think I definitely don't want to be too close to the water, not only for the risk of flooding, but it generates a lot of wind. I need to be like in some sort of cove in the hills. Look at that scene over there. Oh my gosh, dude. Such a huge part of me wants to go walk out on that, but I don't have time to mess around, yo. It's gonna get so cold tonight, and I have no tent. I have no cot. I'm gonna be on the ground. I'm gonna try to make like a leaf layer below me. I do have like a pad and 2 sleeping bags, so I think I'll be able to be all right. But like, look at that. As I'm talking, it drew me over here. The ground is so soft. If it weren't frozen, I don't think I'd be able to be standing out here. I want to go out to that island. Islands are just so attractive to me. I just want to go chill out on the island. I gotta keep going. I'm not letting it stop me. And yet again, for all I know, I could be walking complete wrong direction. I do not know. I left the watery area as I followed the trail, but I saw this. It's like an old tank for something. Looks like it was insulated at one point. Guys, do I camp in this thing? This is like a perfect little bungalow. You can still see the water, so it won't be the least windy location, but this thing solves so many issues. The fire will be kind of hard with all the grass here. It'll like spread. Here's the thing. If I end up needing a fire tonight to like survive, sleeping becomes one of my lowest priorities. I'll be awake and attentive to that fire if I absolutely need to do that. I think this is it. Plus, I can set my bag on the thing. Dude, I lucked the heck out, dude. I don't know what this is made of. For all I know, it could be made of like asbestos. Heck, there could be snakes in here. And then I have a tarp. I could like extend the tarp out. So I'm gonna focus on the fire, and then that, and then I'll have dinner. And if I have time, which I might because of this shortcut, I'll go ahead and fly my drone. It looks like a good, actually, yeah, it's a perfect drone takeoff pad. And then I'll get the first look at what I'm kind of working with for tomorrow. I'm not at huge risk of starting a wildfire here in Indiana because it's not like super dry, but you know, it's better to be cautious. I found this tire. It's like I'm back on the farm. Guys, I am wearing the thick canvas top, pillowed undercoat, thick hoodie, my signature crocheted sweater with the thickest sleeves you've ever seen, and then underneath it all I'm wearing a long sleeve tee, so at least while I'm moving I'm not gonna get too cold. I'm gonna start disassembling things. I need the ropes here to assemble the shelter, plus this, that is my shelter. I need to flip this thing over. Get these knots out. Oh wait, this is a slip knot. All right, so this is my nylon, I think it's nylon, mummy bag wrapped up in the tarp. This right here is a foam, supposed to be inflatable pad, but I don't think it holds air. I didn't really think about it until I was leaving. This gallon of water, first of all, can open right up, so it's a little scary. Second of all, it might all freeze tonight. It's not wide, but it's insulation. I'm just over 6 feet tall, so I think I'll stick out to about here. So the tarp doesn't need to go that far, really. Sleeping bag, put that on top. What a freaking convenient thing. It's like a table. So like, how am I doing this? I guess I'll just like tie it loosely, and then I can tighten it when I'm tightening the other side of the tarp. See how well this holds? Oh yeah. Oh, never mind. I think it might, if I get this around here, like that. Just like that. Yeah, I'm just putting a log on that. I don't care. Oh, heck, I could use this thing. The great thing is the wind is coming from over there. So it's hitting me at just the right angle. Boom, tent. And then look at that. Oh, that's a wasp nest. Is that an issue? They're hibernating, right? There's another one up there. Is it an issue? I'll be all covered up. I'm gonna go ahead and move in. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? I'm not allergic to wasps or anything. There had to be some downside to being in here. Heck, there's even a paper wasp nest right there. Boom. So here we go. This is my crib. That's my bag. This is my bed. That is my bedside table. I was thinking about it. I'm like really thirsty, but if I don't drink anything right now, then I won't have to get up to go pee. Imagine it being in the single digits of temperature and then having to get up to go pee. That would like ruin your whole night, right? So I'm gonna try to keep drinking to a minimum until tomorrow. All right, that's good enough. I always just dive in head first to building the fire, and it usually works out. So this stuff, it's a mixture of wax and cotton. It's a cinnamon candle that I melted into a whole bunch of cotton and like worked it in. And then just put it like right here. Heck, I have so much of this stuff. This is the same container I was using like way back in the day on my channel. Heck, I don't even know if I need the butane from this thing or the lighter fluid. Dang, I'm ready for the night. Yeah, let's bust out my dinner. Tonight, dinner is cheeseburgers. 3 cheeseburgers. Burger. Now I just have to wait until the morning. It's not even sunset yet. Start cooking these maybe a little. Heat them up a little bit. Yeah, these suckers are cold. I gotta heat those bad boys up. Watch this. You just hold a little bit of it really close. And then take that bite. And then just keep putting it back. Smoked McDonald's. Oh yeah, I can fly my drone right now. Heck, I need to do that. It's still daylight. So I'll be able to do the thing I did not think I was going to be able to do tonight. For the bulk of my journey, there won't really be signage, I don't think. Especially if I'm just walking through forests. I don't know anything about these trails. The last time I came to the Hoosier National was like over 10 years ago. All right, here we go. Preparing for takeoff. Don't crash. Okay. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of water over there too. Oh man, it's so pretty. I don't think I see anything. Such a fun tool. The sun might be blocking out some sort of, I don't know, I think I'll need to do it tomorrow morning when the sun rises. It's warmer, it's better. It's crunchy, it's like a crouton, but I can already feel the heat I'm losing to the ground. And I'm just like laying on top of everything. Like I'm laying on twice the sleeping bag thickness I'll be laying on tonight. So it's gonna get 10 degrees colder than what it is right now, I'm pretty sure. I need to immediately get into the sleeping bag and start warming up. I think the plan for tomorrow morning is going to be to climb up one of these big hills and try to get a good vantage on the area. All right, here we go. That'll help. Geese way above. I don't have a pillow. I'm gonna take off my top layer. Use it as a pillow maybe. So like hop. Lift my legs up. Push it in. Hey, there we go. Look at that. Is that another nest? Yeah, that's another wasp nest. I guess this is it. There's the fire.
I'll update you guys as I see necessary.
I was just thinking, I am insulated from the ground because of the tank I'm in. I mean, we saw the insulation. I just didn't think about it being underneath me as well. So that's like a huge thing. I really lucked out finding this thing. It's like really early to go to sleep, but I'm going to try my best, my darndest. Sunset's at like 5:30 and it rises at like 8. I can't sleep for that long. What am I supposed to do? I'm just kind of like a prisoner. I'm just gonna be laying here for like 16 hours or something. I don't even know. Is that right? 16, maybe 15 or 14 hours? What the heck? I've been like tossing and turning all night because at the end of the day I'm on the ground and my back's been kind of sore. But like, it's becoming daylight. Did I really just sleep for that long? Alright, here's the plan. I'm gonna hop out of this sleeping bag and it's gonna be really, really cold. I'm gonna get my shoes on really quick and I'm just gonna go walk around and try to like warm up. I'm not excited for this. Oh, there's ice all over. These are gonna be super cold. See, it's not that bad. I'm like out here standing. I was inside of that thing all night, going on my morning walk. I don't really know where I'm going. I'm feeling pretty good. My face is pretty cold. Hey, I made it. Ow, my nose just got flipped. Yeah, this lake bed, I guess, is very, very frozen. Yeah, look at that. No liquid in anything. It's kind of scary walking on this. Like, it feels like I'm gonna fall. But like, it's really satisfying. There's the water. Just look at that. Bad news number one, I'm gonna have to put all this away in the freezing cold, and my hands are very cold. Second of all, this is frozen solid. Yeah, now this is just dead weight. I might find like a place where I can drop off a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, my hands are so cold. The fire would be nice. I did not put a lot of effort. Oh my gosh, is it too cold for this? I ignited it with the flint and steel. Oh, I can't blow on it with the thing in my mouth. I just blew the freak out. Slowly, carefully. I'm just needing the fire to like rejuvenate my hands as I tie everything up. Okay, I'm gonna get started. I don't want to record it because it's just gonna make it harder, so like that's not gonna do anything, right? Like, this is comfortable hand holding temperature. Oh yeah, baby. I mean, it's really cold, but it feels really good. Just look at how this is so comfy, guys. I mean, it wasn't comfy, but it was warm. You know what I mean? Oh, look at that. It's melting. It's working, guys. Oh, I'm melting the plastic. Oh no. Oh, I should get this one out then, huh? Now I don't trust this water. I mean, I'll keep it, but I'm not gonna like chug it. I decided to play it risky and I paid for it, so. There's the sun. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can see the tower now.
We woke up, plastic container, plastic container. We woke up.
Here's the thought. I dump all the plastic water and then I can drink the ice. Oh yeah, there's so much ice in there. This will be significantly lighter now. Should I make sure it's like not even smoking? There's still embers in there, but like, make it smoothie. Put that dirt in there. Yeah, you could still start a fire with that. You'd have to put some really dry stuff on that right now and then blow on it pretty hard. Oh shoot. Oh, that wasn't even where I was trying to do it. I'll just put this stick here. And if a forest fire starts, they'll know it wasn't me. or they'll know it was me. I'm kind of freaking paranoid about this, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, there's a whole bunch. It's a little sus, I'm not gonna lie. What a wonderful campsite. Best of luck, fire. Don't do anything stupid. I did not see the tower. So I'm just gonna keep following this path I was on. I'm just gonna be wandering. Grade A wanderer. I don't see any huge plumes of smoke, so I think I'm good. The sun's rising there in the east, and it's set like right there. So south is like right here. And I know for a fact the lookout tower is south of the lake. So I'm pretty certain that the lookout tower has to be on the other side of this water, which could be pretty concerning because, like, if I do have to cross, which I'm pretty sure I do, it might be quite a ways before I can actually do it. If I see like an easy way to get up on top of a big hill like that one way over there, I'll try to get up there and fly my drone. But until then, it's just me walking. It's so bright. Might be a path. I'm so wide and tall with this freaking bag on. If these are thorny, I'm turning back immediately. Maybe this wasn't the right decision. I just need to know where I am. I've been walking aimlessly for so long. Yeah, maybe I should just stick to paths. It's hard to navigate forests when you don't have like a map or something. So I do need to be a little careful. Well, that's not frozen over enough to walk across. Like, look how big my bag is. I'm not fitting through stuff like I should be able to. Like, just push. Oh, my face is getting whipped so hard. I can't even see that way very well. The sun's so bright. I'm just gonna follow the river until I find a way to cross it, because I need to climb up onto one of those huge hills. Well, I found the thorns. I'm trying to get back to really any trail. Oh man, look at all those. Those are all thorns. What the heck? This is like almost solid frozen. No, yeah, there's like no way, right? Ready? Oh dang, there's no way. How thick is this? It's actually pretty thick. If I were extremely desperate, I could just like lay on the ice and like army crawl, swim on the surface. Maybe over there. It's so tempting, but I'm so hesitant. It smells like creek. It feels so sketchy even walking on this, but like I could save so much time if I just cross.
The river is frozen solid. When we try and cross.
No, I can see some spots out there that are pretty thin. It was a fun idea, but the risk is too high. That being said, I need to get over there. The dream is not real, guys. Not today. I just gotta find a freaking bridge. Stilts. If I find some stilts out here, that could work. Oh my gosh. Push through. Push, push, pull. I made it back to a trail. All right, I'm just gonna keep following this. As much as I hate it, I'm currently heading not south at all. As you can see, the sun right there at the southeast corner. So I'm heading more east than south, most likely. I've been booking it down this trail. I stumbled upon this river. I'm forced to assume that if I had have crossed that thin section, I would have had to encounter a thick section like this at some point. So yeah, I would have been stranded unless if there was some random bridge. And I've only been getting further from those big hills. Actually, I can't even see them anymore. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I haven't eaten anything today, but I feel pretty good. Oh, satisfying crunch. I've been walking for so long. I've just been like going at this cadence, just trying to make some ground for like forever now. Like, I don't even know, hours. And look at this bridge. Is this the bridge I've been looking for? Stepping over this. So heavy. This is what I've been thinking. I need to ditch all of the stuff on my back. I don't know how easy it'll be to get back to this place. I think I'm gonna ditch half the stuff, no, most of the stuff in my bag here, and just hope that when I'm done, I can get my car here to come and pick all this up. If not, I'm gonna have to trek out here again to get it. But like right now, I just need to, yeah, I'm ditching this stuff. And we're just gonna hide this. That should send a pretty clear message, right? And just like that, I've made this whole thing hopefully exponentially easier. Here's the decision I just made by doing that. I've decided that if this is gonna take more than one day, this is just gonna be a failure. I don't even have enough food really to do the whole thing over 2 days. I'm just gonna book it. I'm gonna climb one of these hills and get my drone out, and I just need to start searching for that tower. Part of me wants to just lay down right here on the gravel and rest for like an hour. The other part of me just wants to go. I just want to go home. I'm gonna try heading south like I wanted to earlier. That is kind of risky, but there's also a decent hill here I might be able to use as a vantage point. Goodbye, sleeping bag and whatever. Hopefully I can locate it again. Oh my gosh. That is like 100 feet of climbing.
Walking through the forest, and we're artificially lost. We found
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Tonight,
Gosh, freaking dang it,
we woke
dude.
up and packed our bags up. We're walking through the forest. No river is solid. But we
Oh my gosh. I still have so much to go. I better be able to see this freaking tower. I'm gonna take a break. I'll see you guys when I get up there. I finally reached the top. Sadly, there's no good place to launch my drone. Man, yeah, there's nowhere. I do not want to climb up hills all day. I'm so exhausted. That's where I came from, by the way. Oh man. I forgot how hilly this area is. I am so high up. There's no way if I fly my drone, I won't see the tower, right? Oh, there's like a fire pit right here. Well, it seems like a nice place to have a break. Oh, it's a place to fly my drone. Drone flying time, thank goodness.
we're walking through the forest, and we're artificially lost. We found a plastic container. The code will come tonight. We woke up and packed our bags up. We're walking through the forest. The river is frozen solid, but we try and cross.
So I didn't learn as much as I wanted to. I'm gonna probably take a few minutes and just kind of look out with my own eyes in case I'm like missing something super stupid obvious. Man, I'm just not seeing it. This is like the hardest one yet, guys. The hardest one call. You saw it with the drone footage. There's not much out here. There's got to be a sign eventually. And I mean, walking through the forest here, especially when it's all chopped up with these huge hills, it's just gonna take me so freaking long to find anything. I just need to find signs. The leaves here are so deep. I'm guessing it's because I'm at the top of the hill, so they all kind of like get blown up here or something. I don't know. But like, I'm trudging through them. This is really weird. I'm up at the top of this even taller hill. There's this little pond. I I might just have to call it. I don't know where I am. I mean, this trip wasn't a failure. I got to be out here in the Indiana hills. I haven't been here in a very, very long time. It's not over, guys. I haven't called it yet. I'm gonna keep walking. Coming up on a road. I have a plan, guys. It's a controversial plan though, but it's a plan nonetheless. Is there a place to sit around here? Can a guy get a place to sit? All right. Here's the plan, y'all. Use this thing that's been in my bag and look at the maps. Because this is episode 1 of 2 Call. The rules of 2 Call are simple. It's exactly like 1 call, except your second call has to be for a car. 2 calls, I did it. I'm here. I called for a car on my second call. There's the tower. Look at how tiny the thing is up there, and look at how close to the tree line it is. There was no way I was going to see that. Better luck next time.
Artificially plastic container, the code will come. We artificially plastic container, the code will come. Tonight we're walking, we're frozen solid. We're artificially, we're plastic container. We're the river, we're the forest. We're artificially, we